Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
You have been a very popular leader in Chandigarh. People know you. Everybody seems to know you. You became the Union Railways Minister. While you were the minister, you had to resign following certain allegations. How are you able to counter that now?
Since there was not even a shred of, even a suspicion to link me with the case, the case was not pursued against me. Rather, on the contrary, I was cited as a prosecution witness in the case about this procedure to be there, because the procedure had to be, in fact, brought to the notice of the court also. I am still a prosecution witness in that case. And therefore, this entire thing, and it's not any one who makes this allegation today. It's not out of ignorance. All the BJP people, it's only the local BJP leaders who are talking of it. Nobody else. Not even the Delhi leadership. Had there been any truth in it, do you think they would have spared me for these 5 years? Somehow tightened the vice around me. And then further, it's not that they didn't try to do anything. For 2.5 years, persistently they were noticing income tax notices to me, wanting me to explain my assets. One is required to do it for 7 years under law. I did it for 20 years, and they couldn't touch me down there. Then my sons who are into business, their premises, these pharmaceuticals, their premises was raided. There's an agency, a motor vehicles Maruti agency, that was raided. For 3 days, 2 nights, they were confined to their premises. For 2 nights, my sons slept there in their place of work. They couldn't come back home. Under the guard of the income tax people, they slept there. Nothing could be found. So, could they touch me? Could they find anything against me? And the allegation was not just this. The further, see, those days were such. There was, it's with all due respect to the media that I say, but I faced a kangaroo trial then.
Yes, you talked about
a kangaroo court trial then. There was the agendas of different people. Different people had different access to grind, and therefore there was a sort of
and probably I think for the
convergence of minds.
And probably for the first time in 20 years or 15 years, and somebody found a little window where they could actually, touch you.
Think of doing that. Think of doing that. From a career which I have built assiduously over the years, a reputation which I have built assiduously, and they thought here is the thing. And the allegations, the wild allegations, were to the extent that Pawan Bansal, and this is on TV, one of the conscience keepers of the nation, that channel, saying Pawan Bansal is associated with 105 companies, and what those companies turned out to be, including Power Grid Corporation of India. Everybody was believing how Pawan Bansal की 105 कंपनियां बन गई. From scratch he's risen to that position. 105 कंपनियों का मालिक है, 105 कंपनी के साथ एसोसिएटेड है. What it did, it turned out to be Power Grid Corporation of India, Pawan Bansal's company. And then, that was fooling the people. Then they say Pawan Bansal's son's assets have risen from 0 to 105 crores, 152 crores. Assets. 0 to 152 crores. Now, don't they know the distinction between assets and the turnover? If you start a new business, Pawan Bansal isn't, वो जो कहते हैं रागीर की परिवार से नहीं था. 70 years back, he was sent to a residential public school when there were hardly any students going elsewhere. That was that time when I was nowhere. I was a kid. Then when you couldn't hear of people talking of foreign tours, after our marriage in 74, we went to Europe. Imagine what was 74. That was the time when we went abroad. But you can get 0 to 152 crores. It was not assets. It was the turnover. When you start a business, it has to be 0. When one day you open an office, any business you start,
assets could not be 0.
Yes. It's your turnover. You start a business, you start from 0, then your income starts coming in, and then that's the turnover. What is the profit? What is the addition to the assets is different. But that was the time when I'm saying. So That was the conscience of the nation
Do you think the
speaking.
people of Chandigarh have understood this whole?
Well, I think they've understood it very well. Nobody, you please talk to the people, nobody would talk of it. Now, there is a desperate effort to just somehow inject that venom in their minds again. They are spewing it. They have started it already. Today, only it has been started. I didn't ever expect that even Mrs. Kiran Kher would become a party to it herself. But she has become a party to it today. And that means I can only understand there will be a no holds barred election. I scrupulously want to avoid that. There are many things on the other side. There are many things. With the passage of time,
Which you can also-
those things will now come. Those things will now come. A beginning has been made.
So you think it's going to become dirtier now?
I only wish that it does not. But I only throw a challenge at them. That I am prepared to forget about all their failures. I am prepared to forget about the way they have failed Chandigarh. The BJP and Mrs. Kher both. I am prepared to forget everything. I am prepared to make probity in public life, probity in personal life as the only issue. Let them come out.
Let's talk about that.
Let them come out on that only. I mean,
Ready to take over.
yes, I mean, I don't know English वगैरह उतना नहीं है कि it's that that you people living in glass houses should not throw stones at others. Yes, that is good.
I got message.
Well, that's all I can say. I mean, the days ahead, in the next few days, you'll see a different sort of campaign here amongst us.
This is not going to be our last interview with you. You just begun, and once the candidate opposing you comes out and we know who it is, we'll come to you again. And thank you so much, Mr. Vansu. Thank you for watching. This is Chitleen for the Print.